Hey guys, I'm working on this new tune right now, and as I'm fine-tuning things, I wanted to take you guys inside the track and show you a couple of the techniques that I'm using. In this case, I'm processing a bass line, and I'm using a couple of devices to create a glitch-style stutter effect and a turntable-style stop. So I'm going to show you guys how to create the stutter effect using Ableton's Autopan plugin, and then how to create the turntable-style stop using Sugar-Bytes Effectrix. So before we get into the techniques, I'm just going to preview the track for you here so you guys can listen to what I'm working with. I'm going to solo the bass now so you guys can hear the effect a little bit more clearly. So how I've created that is I put in an audio effect rack here, and inside the audio effect rack is a saturator, a phaser, a limiter, and then an Autopan. Now, the majority of the sound is coming from the Autopan plugin. However, the saturator, phaser, and limiter I put in just to make the effect when the Autopanner is on sound different from the main bass. So it just spices things up a little bit and adds a little bit of variation to the sound. But the core of the sound comes from the Autopan plugin. Now, you'll notice here by the little red dot, there is automation that's happening that's turning the entire audio effect rack on and off. So you'll see right here I've used track automation to turn the entire rack on just for the section where I want the stutter. Now let's go into the Autopan plugin, and I'm going to show you guys how I created this effect. Because normally, as you know, the Autopan plugin is used for left and right panning. It kind of gives an automated left and right feel to it. However, the Autopan plugin can be used for a lot more than just that. So what I'm going to show you guys here is with a brand new one that I just dragged down, I'm going to walk through and recreate this exact effect. So the first thing you'll notice that I did is I turned the amount knob all the way to the top. Then I took it off of the regular rate and I took it over to sync rate. And now you see we have actual tempo beat synced rates. And in this case, I'm using 1/32. The next thing I did is I took the phase, and I took the phase almost down to 0. And you'll notice what happens is there's two different actual autopanners happening. There's a left and a right channel, and they're moving at different phases. And if you take the phase and drag it all the way down to 0, they actually sync up. And that's closer to what I want. But I just spread them out a little bit. I gave them a little bit of phase. So the left and the right channel are just slightly different from each other. So they're almost synced, but they're just a little bit different. And it just gives you this kind of nice wide stereo effect when it comes on. In this case, I'm using the sine waveform, but rather than leaving it as a regular sine, which just gives a little bit of a momentary pause at the top and then starts coming back down, I turned the shape knob up. And when you turn the shape knob up, it actually gives you a bit of a dwell time at the top. So it goes all the way up to the top, it stays there for a sec, and then it cuts down very quickly to the bottom. So it gives more of a gator style effect to the Autopanner. So that's how I set it up. So I'm just going to delete this guy now. Now you'll notice there's also automation on the rate control, and that's how I created the different sound to the second bass hit. If I click on the rate control, you'll be able to see the automation that I did here. If I expand the track out, you'll see I just used some breakpoints, and I drew in track automation. So the first one is 1/32, and the second bass hit is 1/24. Next up, let's check out the turntable style stop effect. So if we go over here, you'll notice I have an instance of Sugar-Bytes Effectrix, which is one of my favorite glitch plugins. It's got a whole bunch of multi-effects in here that you can choose from, and you can sequence them out when they come on and off using the step sequencer here. So you'll notice that I have this particular one right here, which is called Vinyl, which is a turntable style stop, kind of like when you have a turntable and you just press the stop button and the record kind of goes, pew. It's kind of a sound that's pervading a lot of dance music right now. I happen to really like it, and it makes it very easy using Effectrix to be able to apply this to whatever sounds you want. So if we just take this section, I'm just going to take this section and loop it. You guys will be able to hear exactly what I'm talking about. So right here, I've taken the vinyl effect, and basically all I've done is I've clicked my mouse in here and basically just added, and wherever this green bar is where the effect will be applied. Then if you want to see the effect settings, you just click on this particular effect right here, vinyl, and you can see the timing is a quarter note. You can adjust the timing here using the knob. It's all tempo synced for you. So I want the stop to occur over a quarter note, so it's relatively quickly. And then I have the ability to adjust the slope of the stop. So you definitely have a curve to it, and you have the ability to edit that. So that is how I've created the turntable style effect. You can use Effectrix for a lot more stuff than that, but in this case I'm just using it for one of its very simple effects, and I found that quite effective on my bass. So hope you guys found that useful. Just wanted to take you inside one of my tunes and show you a couple of the techniques I'm using to be able to process, and a few of the plugins I'm using to be able to do that. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and talk to you soon. Take care.